Well, good morning, Glue Troopers. This is going to be a raw dump feed, no editing because I don't have any time this morning. I have a whole bunch of things that I have to do. I really didn't even think I was going to make a video. But then I was sitting here having my coffee. Realsy's my first coffee. And I thought, well, what the heck, I'll just shoot something quick and dirty. I'm like, about a uniform. Well, I have to possibly go to Walmart, so I'm going to dress nice. So I'm wearing my Tom Daniel t-shirt, special occasions only. And I thought to myself, well, the problem is I got absolutely nothing to talk about. I didn't put anything together. Like, so why should that be different any other day when I shoot one of these things? And I realized that actually I do have something to talk about, and I apologize for all the glare that's over here. Like I said, I had no time to really set this up. Let me just move the camera a wee bit. Well, out the other direction. Whoa. Okay, everybody seasick yet? There we go. Still proudly with the lowest production values on the internet. So I fed Honey the cat. She's over there munching down, and I have my coffee, and I think, there is actually something I can talk about real quick. Just popped in my noggin. The reason ideas pop into my head so easily is there's so much vacant space up there. They have lots of room to rattle around. Anyway, I had, during the live stream, John Kitt over at Scale Car Garage had made the comment, which stirred a comment, or a thought stream of consciousness about having figures in dioramas or in models. How much better a model is when you have a figure to go with it, a person, a human, something you can, as a person, you can connect with. And I was thinking, he's right, because I had actually consciously thought about this before. When you get a model of a plane or truck or car or whatever, especially I think military equipment, particularly military aircraft and tanks, when it doesn't come with some figures, you feel a little slighted, a little cheated. And no matter how nice the kit is, that empty cockpit seat just sort of, there's something missing. I mean, literally. And we were talking about how, putting a person there gives it that human connection. And I agree, because the story isn't so much about the equipment, it's about the people. The equipment becomes part of the story. You can have the story of how an airplane was developed, but if you guys, and again, just popped in my head, you guys remember the original Conan movie with Arnold Schwarzenegger, when James Earl Jones, I believe he's playing Fosadun. Who's kind of an really interesting villain that's sort of been forgotten to sci-fi and so on and so forth. But anyway, Falsadun gives him the speech when Conan talks about the riddle of steel is the riddle, yeah. And Falsadun goes, boy, you know the riddle of steel. But what is steel without the hand that wields it? He's like, his power is in the flesh or whatever. But he's right in that what is a story of a piece of equipment without the story of the people that go with it? Now, of course, this would not apply to something like a dinosaur, but because, unless you're doing a Land of the Lost kind of thing. Although, though, one person did send me, as one of the older viewers builds, T-Rex, a caveman fighting a T-Rex. And you know what? That really added, even though a lot of people say the dinosaurs and cavemen are, proto-human, proto-us, didn't exist at the same time. Maybe not, but just seeing that caveman with the club and the scratches, getting ready to do battle with a dinosaur, it still added something to it, even if it was historically inaccurate, because you're like, God, this guy lives in a world where he probably never see 30 years of age, and he's not running from the dinosaur. He's sitting over the club getting, come on, I'm in the mood, bring it on. I see T-Rex burgers in my future. So even having that guy there in that diorama really added a lot of dimension to it, because now there was a story. Mike Machad had told me that, in fact, when we had our lunch together, and he had said that a good picture tells a story. He says, "What do you see?" And I was looking at that comprehensive of the SE5 with the white Fokker D7 coming in behind. I said, well, I think he just shot down a German and he's watching it go down, or he's watching another SE5 attack a German, or maybe he's watching an SE5 that's getting in trouble from a German, but he's getting ready to break. He didn't see the white D7 coming in behind him, but it was off on its shooting solution. So maybe that white D7 is diving past him to go help out a German that's in trouble with another SE5 on his tail, and the SE5 pilot's watching. All that from that one picture. And there are several different scenarios. And it's true that it's just like good box art tells a story. When you have a figure in an airplane, especially if it's a diorama tells a story. At some point, we'll probably, these group builds stay popular at some point, if you guys don't let me forget, because I get these great ideas and then I don't write them down. We might do some kind of a diorama thing. And I did have one idea that's probably a little too far out there. That would be way down the road. But that's that we pick a scale, everybody build a model of something in that scale on items we would select. You could either photograph them or you could actually ship the completed model, which is probably a really bad idea. And I could put a diorama together with them, but that's probably not. I can see a lot going wrong with that, particularly with just stuff being shipped. Plus, it's a lot of expense for folks. But just an idea. So that's my morning ramble, and it's all in good fun. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. I need to finish off my coffee and get on my chores. I have an appointment here in just a little bit, and I cannot miss it. And it's raining out here, so I'll probably get an early start, make sure I don't have any issues with traffic. You guys take care of yourselves, and as always, model on.